this then. Yes, a review of my Nana's LG, which is still going. We're 15 years on. Come on, it's still here. And it's still problem free after all this time. So, let's review it then. So, bought in 2008 and for, I think it was about 350 quid from a local supplier. And it has done well. It came with an 8 kilo load, which was big for the time, and a 1200 spin, which isn't exactly fast, but it does the job fine. So, let's see what it's got then. So at the bottom we've got our filter flap there. You can drain it off and empty the filter. Fairly good design actually, it's not bad. We have got a bit of yellowing on the bottom plinth there. And then we've got something called a DirectDrive motor, which is unique to LG products. In fact, it's actually manufactured by Daewoo, but LG have it on their machines. And Daewoo have it on their machines as well. It comes with apparently a 10-year warranty, but this is actually a bit of a myth. It's actually indefinite, but only on the motor coil itself. The fact is, when the motors go wrong, it's never actually the physical motor, it's actually the sensors or the main board. So just be aware of that the 10-year warranty doesn't actually cover them sensors or the main board. Now, turn it on. Yep. Everything lights up. So what we do is turn the dial and we'll activate cotton straight away. So cotton's at the top there. Obviously it's made for washing 8 kilo of normal soiled laundry. So the time doesn't actually display anything. It has to weigh the load first before it gives you a time. So we've got temperatures of 95, cold, 30, 40, 60 and 95. Now if we want to have a bit of a guess of what the timings are, we can shut the door, let it start. Now I let it detect, and it's even got a light here saying it's detecting. And what happens is whilst it's detecting and it's going round, which you'll see a bit more later on, you've got these little dashes going across like that until it's got an actual time. Now it can detect up to 3 different size loads: small, half load or full load, but I'm going to be honest, it never ever detects a full load. How's that got on there? Now there's a bit, that there is dirt, but it's on the inside of the display. That's a bit annoying. So apparently you can do a 1 hour 20 95 degree wash with a small load. But truth be told, with a full load, it's no more than about 2 hours. But with a full load, it's supposed to be about 2 hours 20, but you're never going to get it. Anyway. Temperatures are cold, 30, 40, that's a bit of a jump, 60 and 95. Notice how 95 is quicker than the other two. And of course that's because cotton on this setting is your normal setting. You've got spin speeds of rinse hold, which will do all the intermediate spins and then will stop at the final rinse with water in the tub. You will have to turn it to spin only to get it to finish off the cycle. You got no spin, which will do all the intermediate spins and then finish the final, finish after the final rinse with no spin as well. So it does all the spins of intermediate spins, but then no spin. So then you will have to respin the clothes on spin only if you want them respun, or take them out dripping wet. 400 RPM, which will limit the spin on the intermediate spins to 400 RPM, but not on the final spin. So 400 RPM limits the final spin to 400 RPM. It has a separate kind of spin profile for that. But on the intermediate spins, it will still spin at 800 RPM. 800 RPM, which way you'll spin 800 RPM in intermediate spins, and it'll have a longer spin profile of 800 RPM, hence why the time is 3 minutes longer. And then 1200 RPM, which is an even longer spin profile for the final spin at 1200 RPM with intermediate spins at 800 RPM. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I never like the fact that you set 400, it still spins at 800 RPM. What's it for? Then we've got Medic Rinse, which in the manual just states better rinsing, and that's it, but that's actually a bit of a lie. What it actually does, it ups the rinse count from 3 to 4 with half load or full load. Or it basically adds on a rinse, but that final rinse is then heated to 40 degrees. So what it's for is, once you come to take the laundry out, apart from the fact it does kind of speed up drying a little bit quicker, it's made so when you touch your laundry, it's nice and warm. So if you've got sensitive hands, arthritic hands, this is what it's for. Hence why the term medic. No pre-wash. Oh, it could be because we've already started. You can have pre-wash on cotton. It adds on literally 10 minutes or so, and all it does is fills up with water and just basically rinses them. There's no heat, and it's 10 minutes as well. So more often than not, with a full load, by the time it gets to the end of the pre-wash, it's still not even soaked. Absolutely pointless pre-wash. Then we've got intensive. Again, can't select it because we've already started the cycle. Tends to add on around half an hour or so. Half an hour, 40 minutes. On the 60 degree and 40 degree cycle, that will make them cotton standard cycles. On anything else, it basically intensifies it. And what it does, it actually lengthens the rinses as well as the wash. It won't add on any more rinses, but it will lengthen them. So I think a standard rinse cycle time is around 6 minutes. With intensive, they now become sort of 11 minutes. Then we've got crease care, which we can select. Also on, say, 400 or 800, you'll notice the time stays the same. It states in the manual it's there to reduce creasing, but so all it does is at the end of the spin cycle, at the end, it just adds a lengthened anti-tangle stage. That's why at 400 it's still 1 hour 36, and 800 is 1 hour 36, and 1200 is 1 hour 36. So in effect, 4 minutes has an 8-minute anti-crease. 800 RPM has a 5-minute anti-crease, and 1200 has a 2-minute anti-crease. It's rubbish. Press these two together and you get child lock. Press these two together and you get tub clean cycle, which apparently only runs at 40 degrees. That's rubbish. Right. Then we got cotton quick. Now everything now resets. I'll just quickly go back to cotton so we can have medic rinse, pre-wash, intensive care and crease care. There we go. Then we've got cotton quick. We got medic rinse, pre-wash and intensive and crease care. Wait, that's wrong. According to the manual, you can't have... That's really weird. According to the manual, you can't have medic rinse. But you can on cotton quick. Anyway, cotton quick's made for washing 8 kilo, a full load, of lightly soiled laundry. It's now improved and can go to 1200 RPM, unlike the older version I've got, the silver one. We can go up to 60 only, and the timings of course change. They're not fixed in like the old one. Oh, just while we're at it, we've also got this, which is delay end, not time delay. So we've got 19 hours delay end. Starting from 3 hours as well. Then we've got synthetics, max spin of 800 RPM, max temperature of 60. We can have all these options. It's made for washing half load of synthetics or acrylics. Then we've got duvet, which is a fixed time cycle up to 40 degrees. And max spin of 800 RPM. You can only have intensive or crease care. And it's made for washing a 9-tog key. It's made for washing up to a 9-tog king size duvet. Then we've got bulky. Now this is made for washing absorbent materials such as jumpers. It's going to take on a lot of water. Oddly enough, it's made for washing up to a full load, which is a bit odd. Max temperature is 430. Not 40. It does wash with a higher water level. It doesn't do any intermediate spins, I don't think, either. Oh, it does, actually. Bit of an odd one. Yeah. Max spin's also 1200, despite presetting at 400 RPM. No options other than intensive, which adds on 20 minutes, and increase care. Then we've got quick 30, which is better than the old version. The old version only spun at 400 RPM at 30 minutes. This one now spins at 800 RPM for 30 minutes, at a 30-minute setting. But again, you can, just like the old one, you can have 1200 RPM, and you can increase the temperature to up to 40 without affecting the time. That's pretty good. No medic rinse, no pre-wash. You've got intensive, which adds on 15 minutes, just like the old one. And we've got crease care as well. Then we've got rinse and spin only. One rinse followed by full length spin. Made for rinsing up to a full load. You can have intensive, which, like I said, actually you can select it because you can extend the final rinse. And intensive adds on 3 to 5 minutes on every rinse. You can have crease care, of course. You can have medic rinse, and therefore you can see the time there, 46 minutes. That means it runs the final rinse for half an hour. Then we got spin only up to 1200 RPM. Again, if you select a different spin, you get a different spin profile and therefore a different time. You can have crease care, as you would expect. Then we've got delicate, made for washing 2 kilograms of delicate laundry. It washes up to 40 degrees and 800 spin. You can have crease care and you can have intensive. And you got hand wash / wool. Again, made for washing 2 kilogram. That's a quarter load of wool items or items marked hand wash. Limits the spin to 800 RPM. And limits the temperature to 40. We've got intensive and we've got the crease care option. And we've got bio care, which is made for washing a full load. It washes with a profile, so instead of kind of going straight to 60, it will get to 40 and wash at 40 for a while before going up to 60. You can have 60 or 95. Medic rinse is automatically selected, but you can take it off. You can have pre-wash, you can have intensive, and you can have crease care. One thing with intensive though is that you select intensive, you know, before with 95 it was a half an hour gap, now it's only about a 15-minute gap. Max spin is 1200 RPM, but you can adjust that as well. Then you got boiling care. So according to the manual, it's made for basically better rinsing after a boil wash. So it's going to add on more rinses than normal to kind of get the temperature down. But it limits the spin to 800 RPM. So really, it's kind of realistically made for washing synthetics too. But it's rated at full load, 8 kilo. Max temperature of 95 and only 95. Medic rinse is automatically selected. We can take it off. You got pre-wash, intensive, and crease care. And then we've got baby care, which washes in more water. Medic rinse is automatically selected, but you can take it off. It's automatically selected at 60, but we can increase it. And it's limited to 40 degrees. Now this is to do with hygiene. It also limits the spin to 800 RPM. You can have pre-wash, and you can have intensive, and you can have crease care. Nice chrome door, your handle's behind here. Pull the drawer out. Yeah, if you're not too careful, it will come all the way out with you. But anyway, this side is for if you select pre-wash, this one's for your main wash, and this is for your fabric softener. Now, nicely, the fabric softener is quite big and generous, so we're going to put in 35 mil. of our Lenorin. As well as some surf. So they have modified the LG slightly. You can actually like see things going on within the cycle. The silver, the slightly older silver one from 2006, you had to press and hold temp and spin to get it, the spin RPM. But this time, just hold and spin will give you the RPM. So if I hold that and let it turn, it's in at 50 RPM. And we've got temperature as well. It's sort of flickering between 13 and 14. Or was that 19? I don't know. They always rinse well, actually. So let's give this out of 10 then. Well, a couple of obviously problems is obviously no spin doesn't mean no spin, and 400 doesn't mean 400 RPM. Washing ability, it's a little on the poor side. Rinsability is fine and spin is actually excellent. So it's going to get 7.5 out of 10. The one good thing is really reliability. It's 15 years old and never gone wrong. In fact, really, there's only ever bearings that seem to go on this, or the hall sensor. Cool. Right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a like. Don't forget to comment down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this review of me Nana's LG. Bye for now.